Hey everybody, so I normally don't do videos when I'm sitting in my car, but there was a really important question in one of the comments on my videos, and it is not the first time that somebody has asked me this, so I figure I would make a quick video about this. So those of you guys who haven't seen the video that I had posted, I'm back. You should go and watch that. It kind of explains in a nutshell where I've been in the last year. But a massive spiritual hiatus. I have grown and I have learned so much. So the biggest question that people ask me is tarot bad? I'm confused. I believe in God. Listen, last year, before this spiritual journey that I was on, really, it's like a wilderness experience. But anyway, I asked God, is what I'm doing wrong? Okay, I went in, I asked, I prayed about it, and I said, is what I'm doing wrong? If it is, I'll stop. So I went into a store and I'm standing there and I look over and it's like, of course, of course God is going to answer me in scripture form, right? Because otherwise it's like, am I only seeing what I want to see? Whatever. Let all that you do be done with love. Okay, that Bible verse is in 1 Corinthians. Okay, let all that you do be done with love was on a coffee mug. I go to the next store, and the first time I saw that scripture and I saw that mug, I was like, oh my gosh, he's answering me. Let all that you do be done with love, 1 Corinthians. I go to the next store, and my son's like, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'm like, okay. So I take the cart and I turn the corner, and this is a huge literal sign, okay? Let all that you do be done with love, 1 Corinthians. And I remember thinking, holy shit, like this is unreal. But it gets better than that. So I'm smiling and my heart's full and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, God is totally answering me. I go to the third store and I'm looking at all these photos, and they're like all the same on each shelf, except for one shelf was empty and one of the pictures was turned down. I'm all, what are the odds that this one's going to be different? I'm not even kidding you. I pick it up and it says, and the Lord himself shall give you a sign. It was loud and freaking clear. Well, then I started doubting everything because there were a lot of comments and a lot of people, judgments saying, oh, that's demons. That's demons giving you signs. I was devastated. I cried. And I asked God, please just, can you confirm this for me that it's you that is telling me this? I go to the thrift store like the next day. And that block, I've shown it in my videos. If I was home, I would show it to you. I bought it. Let all that you do be done with love. And I was like, oh my gosh. Okay, one of the biggest things that I have learned in all of this, I did take a hiatus. I was gone for almost a year. So before I came back, I asked the same thing. I said, do you want me to do this? Like, is this what you want me to do? I had bought in the biblical tarot. I bought, again, the Christ consciousness cards. During this whole journey, I would go to thrift stores, and I started coming across, during the time of let all that you do be done with love, I started finding Christian cards, like biblical verse cards. Now, this is really important, okay? The day before I posted my first video, which was Scorpio, I asked, with the scripture cards in hands, is this the right thing for me to do? Let all that you do be done with love, 1 Corinthians card came out, and I about died. I was like, oh my gosh. One thing that I did learn, let all that you do be done with love. Let it be with God's love, right? It's to encourage each other. It is to love each other. It is to build each other up. When it comes to tarot, it's not necessarily about fortune telling, as it is helping people. And again, encouraging people, listening with the empathetic ear and responding compassionately. One of the biggest things is it's your intentions behind doing it. If you really truthfully are there to help people in love, you don't do it for your own selfish gain. You don't do it for yourself. You do it for love. You do it for God. And that is the biggest point that he had made to me. You don't do it for yourself, right? For your own selfish gain. That is not true riches. I hope that this is making sense. So it's like, just like when I first, and nobody could understand. I don't understand, Molly. You've always helped me. You've helped me. You've changed my life. You know, and it's like, well, that was my intentions, was to do nothing but help. Right? To help each and every one of you, to love you, again, to help and not hinder. I have always said that. You know? And so I had a really hard time that I was accepting that I was doing something wrong. But I'm serious when I say my kids are coming out, so I got to cut this short. Let all that you do be done with love. You love each other. You encourage each other. You have compassion for each other. This isn't about selfish gain. Right? It's not about the clicks, the clickbait, the views, right? The third-party situations and the karmics and all of these things. It is about love. It is about helping each other. And that's what makes anything right versus wrong, is whether it's for selfish gain or if it's for love. And that is the biggest thing. So if you want to know if tarot is bad, anything can be bad. It's what you're doing with it. It is your intentions. It is why you're doing what you're doing. Are you doing it in love, or are you doing it for gain? For clicks, for views, for ducats? What are you doing it for? Because at the end of the day, 5 views, 1 sub, all the way up to 1 million subs and 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100,000 views. Faith without good works is useless. It is pointless. It's not what you do, it's why you do it. Okay? So remember that. And if you guys are confused as to who you're watching, why are they doing this? Is it out of love, encouragement, compassion? Are they helping me? Are they there for me? Or are they doing it because they want the money? Are they doing it because they can get so many views? Pay very close attention and listen to your discernment. Okay? So what are your intentions and why are you doing it? And that is what God asked me. Why are you doing this? Is this for your own personal gain, or is it for love? Are you doing it for me and for others out of love, or are you doing it for yourself? That is what makes tarot right or wrong. I love you guys. I got to move in this line. Parents get upset. I'll see you guys later. I love you. Bye.